Olivia Wilde is here. It is 102.7 Kiss FM. First of all, I mean, we want to give you a big hug for the laughs that you created in this movie that we just saw, Booksmart. So this is our hug to you.
Thank you. I feel it. And I appreciate it.
Well, it's great to have you in. We're talking about Booksmart, which is this new movie that you directed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means you're the boss.
Your big debut too.
Yeah. Finally the boss. Finally in charge. No, it was super exciting because I'd never directed before. I'd done music videos. I'd done short films.
Right.
But this is my first feature. So
But how do you get to just direct your first feature, having never directed a feature?
Well, I pitched on it. So I earned the gig by pitching my concept on what I thought the script could be. Because I read it and I knew it could be so funny and important.
Yeah.
Like, there hasn't been a movie about two female best friends since Bridesmaids that really, really felt authentic to me. And I was like, I want to make something that feels funny and authentic and also celebrate smart girls who aren't trying to assimilate. Like, they're proud of being smart. They're kind of gangster about being smart. So I was really excited. And so, yeah, I pitched on it and was gobsmacked when they gave me the job. It was amazing.
Well, so talk about the premise of it, because I think a lot of kids who are going to school right now listening, I mean, this could be them.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. It is about two smart girls, best friends, Molly and Amy, who are experiencing the end of high school. It's the last day of high school. They realize the one thing they forgot to do is have fun. So they decide they're going to squeeze 4 years of high school into one night. That's the basic premise. And then, hilarity ensues. Lots of.
I mean, but like deep hilarity ensues.
Yeah. The Barbie scene? I mean, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
We won't go into detail on the Barbie scene.
There's stop motion animation.
Yeah.
There are fantasy sequences. There are car chases.
There was vocabulary that I had never been familiar with that I learned.
Yeah.
Watching this. I mean, I wasn't a great student. I learned a lot.
Oh, I'm really, really happy. I see. The thing is, I love that you loved it because I feel like people think these movies are for girls.
Well, I was going to ask you because, was I supposed to like it?
You were. My intention was for you specifically to love this movie.
Because I was actually I wasn't feeling awkward, but I was like, okay, why do I find watching these two teenage girls on their last day of school so hilarious?
Well, because
it's funny.
Because I think authentic relationships ring true. I mean, this is why we all loved Superbad. Superbad was funny, but it was about the authenticity of that friendship, that women loved it just as much as men. So I think for Booksmart, it's the same thing. Like, guys appreciate seeing friends who seem like real friends. And there's a lot of guys in our supporting cast, too. So it's not like it's all ladies anyway. But it was the most fun thing to put together this ensemble that to me felt like Dazed and Confused. It felt like The Breakfast Club.
These were iconic films.
Mixed in with Superbad, but then having the female leads was really awesome.
Your husband plays a good principal.
Yeah, your husband.
Jason does a pretty good job at principaling.
Sudeikis.
He was shockingly good at that. Yeah.
At being a disciplinarian?
Yeah. It was really fun. I mean, it was so cool to just have, I mean, the adult cast did cameos. We had Lisa Kudrow, we had Jason.
Yes.
We had Will Forte, Mike O'Brien, and they're all so funny.
I bet.
And so I was reading that it was, obviously female director, female screenwriters, lots of female leads. I mean, there's the guys on the cast, but it was a real female strong movie,
yes,
right?
For sure.
Thank you for doing that, by the way. I think that's awesome.
Pleasure. I was really excited to do it. And I think also, as you're saying, our behind the camera team was largely female, our editor, our producers, a lot of the department heads. And it was so exciting to be able to say, listen, movies made by women about women can be movies that everybody enjoys, and they can be really fun. And it's not only Captain Marvel, which is incredible and obviously smashing records, but little movies too can prove that audiences love stories about women. And I'm just super proud of all the ladies who worked on this, and it was an amazing team to put this together.
Olivia Wilde is here. She's directing Booksmart. It's in theaters May 24th. You were talking about you had this idea that there hadn't been a movie like this in a long time, but where were you sitting? Give me some forensic on how this came about.
Okay, so I read the script in 2015, and it was an original script that had been written actually in 2009.
Oh, wow.
And I read it, and I thought, this is so special. I think that it can be updated to fit kind of society of now, because a lot has happened in the last, I don't know, few years, let's say since 2016, let's say it was starting before then. But audiences, especially young people, wanted something, I think, or deserved something that fit them and how evolved they are as a generation. They're so woke.
They're so smart.
They're so smart. They're so cool.
Yeah.
They're so fluid in terms of sexuality, in terms of gender. They're so much better than we were. And so I thought this movie is an opportunity to honor this new generation.
Yeah.
So then I started putting it together, and I hired an incredible screenwriter named Katie Silberman, and she rewrote the script, and we kind of reimagined it together and then put together this cast because of this casting director named Allison Jones, who has literally cast all your favorite movies, including Bridesmaids and Superbad and Freaks and Geeks and Veep and The Office. Like, she kind of breaks generations of new comedic teams.
Yeah.
And we found all these actors, some of whom have never been in a movie before. A lot of professional skaters who've never been in a movie before, and they're all so great together.
Listen, we're looking for a big break, so anytime you need
you want to cast us,
we're always available. Let's come back with Olivia Wilde right here. It's 102.7 Kiss FM. Olivia Wilde is with us in the studio. Her directorial debut, Booksmart, in theaters May 24th. You have to see it. It's so funny, and women, men, boys, girls, everyone will be entertained thoroughly, and everyone will relate to something in that movie. Now, you have kids of your own.
I do. I have two.
And they're how old now?
2.5 and 5.
So does it freak you out to know how not naive they're going to be as they get older?
Oh, my God.
Good question.
Absolutely. I mean, it's crazy. Even the difference between me, I'm 35. The difference between me and our cast, I realized there was this huge generational gap. Like when I was like, okay, so we're going to sing Alanis Morissette in this scene. And they're like, who's that new artist?
Oh, no way.
You ought to know.
Yeah, you ought to know.
You ought to know, girls.
So it was really, really amazing to me to see, like, wow, the world has changed so much in just a couple years. And think about my kids. Like, we are going to be dinosaurs to them.
Oh,
but it kind of terrifies me that they can become so not knowledgeable and smart, but like have access to so much information so fast, so young, so that naivety is not as it used to be, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just the way they work my phone, like they unlock things on my phone faster than I do.
At 2 and 4.
Yeah,
totally.
2.5. She's just like, boom, boom, here you go, Mom, a shortcut.
Sisney, this is your future.
I know. I
Sisney
have
just had twins.
1-year-old twins. So
congratulations.
Thank you so much. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not ready for all of these steps in life.
I know, neither.
What are we gonna do?
Day by day.
I'm like trying not to give them my phone right now.
Do you bring them on the set when you work?
I try to, but they haven't really embraced the idea of quiet yet.
Oh, right, quiet on the set.
Otis loves to come on and just yell cut because he knows when you say cut, then everyone can hang out and talk again. So he just walks on like cut.
Now we can play.
Yeah. So, but he loves it. And actually, it was really moving the other day. I said, Otis, do you know what I do for a living? And he looked at me and he's like, yeah, Mom, you're a director. And I swear, like, I hadn't internalized it until that moment. And I was like, whoa, I am.
Oh,
yes.
Amazing.
In a real movie.
Yeah.
So special.
So is the plan you want to do more directing, obviously?
Yes, I'm hooked. I love it so much. I mean, I love acting too, and I hope I get to keep doing it. That'd be cool, but I really love directing. And right now, as you guys all know, there just aren't enough working female directors. 4% of studio films last year were directed by women. Like, we have to break the mold. And I think it's really exciting. I get to be a part of this movement. I feel super blessed. So I want to keep working hard and make some more.
Well, listen, you're super talented. It's really a pleasure to have you come in and to talk about this, and we were psyched to be able to get to know more about it. Booksmart in theaters May 24th. Olivia Wilde, thanks for coming.
Yes, thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
See you later.
Woohoo.